Selling is about solving client problems. Today I'm going to share with you the 5 questions you need to ask people in order to diagnose problems and prescribe solutions. That's right, diagnose and prescribe. Just like a medical professional, only you're doing it to help your client, and they in turn will help you by paying you. That's what we're talking about today on this edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Welcome back to another edition of our show. We're here every day at 5 p.m. with a great sales strategy for you. We release this strategy on YouTube and we never miss a day. If you want to make sure you never miss a day, be sure and hit that big red subscribe button, ring the little notification bell, and if you like the content, it wouldn't hurt to give us a little thumbs up to make sure that we know you like what we're producing. Also, let us know down in the comments what you want to see more of, and please share the best questions that you've ever asked your clients in order to diagnose an issue that they're facing. All right, let's get right to the content. Here are the 5 questions you need to ask in order to diagnose and prescribe solutions for your client and sell more in the process. It's really important for you to get straight in your mind that you're not a sales professional, you are a problem solver. You get paid to solve problems for money. That's what we all do. You actually are a consultant, and your job is to help your client out of whatever jam he's currently facing. So question number 1 is a very simple, innocent question. Why am I here? You have every right to ask this question. You got invited in, and the client wants something from you. They want either answers or information, or they want a product or service that will help them out of this jam. So asking them why you're here is perfectly normal. You just walk in and you look at them and you say, it's very nice to see you, hope you're doing well. So tell me, why am I here? What are we talking about today? The second question you ask, and again, you're acting like a consultant, you're not acting like a salesperson. Second question you ask is, all right, now tell me, why is this a problem? Why is this a problem? So you walk into the client's office, you say, why am I here? The client says, well, you're here because I understand that your accounting firm is one of the best in the world. We want to talk to new accounting firms. We're not happy with our current accountant. So you look at them and you say, okay, well, why is this a problem? And they'll tell you exactly what's wrong with their current accounting firm. They'll say, well, our current accounting firm, they do okay, but we think we pay too much in taxes. So that's the problem. So the problem is you pay too much in taxes. Then you move on to question number 3. Why haven't you solved this problem yet? Why haven't you solved this problem yet? Well, you know, we've been waiting because the CPA firm we have has been with us for 20 years and we feel really bad about letting them go. Now you're finding out more information, not only about the problem, but you're finding out why they haven't solved it so you can determine whether or not this is a real, genuine opportunity. Think about this for a minute. In most sales situations, who's in control? The salesperson or the client? In most sales situations, the client's in control. When you ask these diagnostic and prescriptive questions, you take over control. So you ask them why they haven't solved it yet. It puts them back on their heels. They're thinking to themselves, oh man, this person really wants to dig in here and figure out what's going on. Well, we haven't solved it yet because honestly, the CPA was the CEO's brother-in-law. Well, the CEO just got fired by the board, so we want to get rid of the CPA now. Ho-ho! That's why you haven't solved the problem. So now you're getting to some answers. Okay, the question that you're going to ask next, question number 4 is, why is now the right time to solve this? Why is now the right time to address this issue? You could have addressed this years ago. Why do you want to address it now? Well, I want to address it now because if I don't fix this, I get fired. There's some urgency, right? I want to address this now because my bonus depends on this. There's some urgency there too. I want to address this now because my boss is breathing down my neck. His boss is breathing down his neck. This is one of the key initiatives for our company this year. All right. Why is now the right time? Question number 4, why is now the right time? This is a critical question because it uncovers urgency. Question number 5 is the money question. Why not give this a try? You ask this question after you present your solution. So here's what happens. You've asked the first 4 questions. Why is now the right time? Then you listen some more. They'll tell you about their problems a little bit longer. And then you say, you know what? I think I can help you. Would you like some help? They say yes. You say, okay, here's what we can do. And you present your solutions. and they're sitting back and they're thinking about it, and you say to them, you brought me in here because you told me you had this problem. You told me now is the right time to solve it, and you told me why you want to solve it now. Why don't you give the solution I presented a try? Why not give it a try? Why not? And they'll look at you and they'll be dumbfounded and they'll say, sure, we'll give it a try. Now, I did something really important there that I didn't highlight that I want to go back and focus on. I took the answers to these questions and I just spit them back in their face. So you told me you have this problem. And you told me this is a problem because you're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars because you're paying too much in taxes. And you told me you haven't solved this yet because the CPA firm's been with you 20 years, but it turns out that the CPA who was the lead on that was the CEO's brother-in-law. And you think that now's the right time because the CEO was fired by the board and nobody wants to work with the CEO's brother-in-law anymore, so it makes sense to make the change now. All right, so I propose the solution where we come in and audit your books and we'll determine what's wrong. We'll revise your taxes from the previous year if we can, and then we'll be your CPAs moving forward. Why not give it a try? There you go. I just took all the answers to those questions and I threw them back at them in a nice way, in a diagnostic way, and then I looked at them and I said, why not just give it a try? That's how you use these questions to diagnose problems and prescribe solutions. You're not a salesperson, you're a consultant, and you're there to help them solve problems. You're diagnosing and you're prescribing. It's as simple as that. Now, if you'd like more great ways to develop business, I'd like you to take a look at this video. Watch this video right here. This video is the first in a series on lead generation. It will show you how to generate leads with no cold calls. That's right, generating leads with no cold calls. This video kicks it all off. Watch the entire series. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Dave Lorenzo. We'll see you right back here again tomorrow.